Cool. Rail tour guided, self-guided, or all building. Do you guys get wild animals out here?
What a cute train we're on.
It is. Look behind it.
Yeah. Push it. Okay, see how both lights went red?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, when the green light goes back, that means you've successfully operated the switch.
Okay.
Ooh.
You and a computer. So, we have 3 types of switches here. You can get back on.
Okay, thank you.
This is a remote. We have manual switches, and we have what we call kick switches in the yards. And kick switches in the yard, you just kick them with your foot.
Oh, that's why it's called.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We don't use those on the main line. This is a functioning round table. When you came in, you saw the tracks on the other side of the building. Those go down to the blacktop or the road. That's how people get the trains on and off. There's an elevator system there. And they can take it off or out of their trailer, put it down on a rail, and go onto any of 24 different tracks. This is full functioning round table, and it holds 90 trains. And every 3 years we have a triennial here, and 2 years ago we had 450 trains and 2,500 people for 2 weeks.
Wow.
We're going to have another one in June of next year.
So we just missed it.
Pardon me?
We just missed it?
Every 3 years.
No, 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
You missed it by 2 years.
Yeah. But we're a year too early.
You're within 1 year.
Yeah.
You're sitting there. Any questions about any of the thing that you see, the facility or?
So what's this round table do?
Huh?
So what is the purpose of this?
Okay, people are, you get on the system on the other side. They come around, go into the center of the round table, and if you see that's on rails. And they can take the train around and put it on any one of these tracks.
Okay.
And then if he wants to leave, he lines it up and go back out onto the main
Like
line.
a parking space.
And to work on the trains, if you see the pit there, we run steam trains here, and it takes a couple hours to get them ready to go, building up the steam, because they're just like the real ones.
Ooh, look at that little bridge overhead.
This is a route selected of 5 different routes that we can choose.
Ooh.
We need to change this one. You want to come up and change it?
Sure.
Do it.
Okay, I'll go ahead.
I'll
Your
tell
turn
you
to hit
which
the
one
button.
to push.
All right, which one do we push?
Push that one.
This one, KW.
Yep. Both lights are red.
Yep, I see those.
When the green one is at the bottom, that's successful. You and the computer just did the switching.
Technology.
If it's both red, I can't proceed
Okay.
because then I'd run off the track.
Oh.
Yeah, you can get back on board.
Okay, of course. Let's get right back to our chair. Oh man, we just changed the route.
You have to hit the whistle.
Switch. I don't need a light for this because I can see the switch activate up there.
This whole place is really charming, huh?
This is the original Train Mountain. 38 years ago, an individual bought 200 acres. That the brown house on the other side of the parking lot was his residence. He built this. He laid a couple of miles of track, and for 30-some years on Saturdays, kids could come down and take a ride. He befriended an attorney from San Francisco who made a fortune in the 80s. He bought the other 2,000 acres.
Oh.
And he started laying the 30 miles of track, and it was his private train.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's a lot of money then.
Well, it said he made a fortune in cell phone towers back when they were new.
Oh,
And I
wow.
think he bought the mountains.
Goodness.
Or whatever, but
Yeah.
he did international stuff. But, he had enough money to buy it, and he built it, and then he turned it into a private club. So if you had a train and you wanted to join the club, like a golf club,
Okay.
you could come and use it. It was not open to the public. That individual died in 2008, and when he died, there was $12 million tax lien against the property. Yeah, he didn't believe in taxes, I guess. So, consequently, they negotiated a deal whereupon there was a cash settlement. It wasn't $12 million. But part of the negotiated agreement was, number one, they had to start keeping records. Number two, they had to become a 501c3 nonprofit. As part of being a nonprofit, they were designated as a museum. As a museum, you're mandated to do two things: be open to the public and educate. So in 2009, this opened up to the public, and you guys get to come down and do a train ride. I'm actually a museum docent. That's why I do a little lecturing along the way. If I have a bunch of kids, I don't do a lot of talking. If I have people that are interested, yeah. That's our track shop, the white building. We build all of our own track. We get the tie materials, recycled plastic from Canada. We're replacing the original wooden stuff. And the rails are from Switzerland. The shiny stuff is aluminum, and it's 38 years old. The rusty stuff up there is steel, and it's new. We're replacing the aluminum with steel. It's hard to comprehend. The shiny stuff is old and the rusty stuff is new. But we build 10-foot track panels over there. We load them up on a flat car and we take them out to do training. Any questions?
What a wild history. So this is relatively a new, like, new.
2000.
I'm just really amazed that we have a rideable train.
What's that?
That's open and not like a private club anymore.
Well, that's the one that I think was great. It opened up to the public, so the public can enjoy it. And a lot of the old timers that were private club members, that's like a golf club. You open it up to the public, and then the club members don't like that. And we're transitioning, but we don't get any young volunteers anymore. They'd rather be on their cell phones than out here playing with these trains. This will be Pumpkin Hill, Pumpkin Patch. 2 weeks before Halloween, that hill will be covered with pumpkins. Kids can come down, take a train ride, get off playing Pumpkin Patch, get a pumpkin, get back on train.
Oh, and then have it with them?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. If you look straight down through the trees here, you'll see a blue caboose. Okay, the guy that started all this bought 38 cabooses. His idea was where you see RVs over here, he was going to have cabooses that people could stay in.
Oh, wow.
He went to the county for a permit and they turned him down. So in his frustration, he took 30 cabooses and he scattered them on the ridges above the property. If you're driving down any road that borders this property and look up, you will see caboose up there somewhere. That's how they got there.
What a great story.
So petty.
This is a full hookup RV park for 23 RVs. There are members who have RVs and trains. When you go by, you'll see a bunch of signings there so they can stay in their RVs and park their trains right there. Any questions?
So they leave their trains here and then park their RV over there?
The signings are right next to the RV.
Oh.
When we go by, you'll see some trains parked there.
Wow.
So while they're here, they can't leave their RVs. We have 600 members, 23 spots. So when they're here, they can use it. And when they leave, they have to take their RVs with them.
Got it.
It works out well. Any questions? What do you feel? Is that a camera?
This is a camera, yeah.
It's the littlest one I've seen.
It's got great footage. This was fantastic.
Is there a way to just tip you?
There's
It
a
goes
box
all in
right
there.
there.
All right, cool. Thank you.
Thanks again, Curtis.
Well, there's a lot more for you to see if you have the time. I don't know if you're traveling, but we have walking tour all those full-size snow plows over there. If they have stairs down to the ground, you can climb aboard them. And the containers there all the way down at the end, that's our track shop where we do repairs and work on them. If those doors are open, feel free to go in. Just don't stick the hand out, they'll put a wrench in it.
Okay.
And Lilyville, you saw the little towns that we, or the little buildings that we have?
Yeah.
You guys are young enough, you could walk down. It's about a 5-minute walk down, but you got to walk back up the hill. Or you can get in your car and follow the road around. It's about 2.5 minutes on one of the dead ends, and that's an acre where a guy built a detailed little town.
So I just keep going down this way?
See the yellow snowplow?
Yeah.
Right behind that, that's where the road starts.
Okay, got it.
And it comes around, comes behind us, and then it goes straight down. And it goes past where the RVs were. But you just keep following it around, and it turns into gravel, and you'll be there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Any questions?
Oh, it's been great.
This is really cool.
So the only thing we have to keep those on while you're on the property. That tells us that you've signed in.
Okay, got it.
Yep.
Okay, thank you. All right, shall we go? Well, thank you so much. Nice
Well,
to
it's a
meet
nice
you.
day.
Good day to go.